Hello guys. So we will solve certain numericals based on force acting on magnetic charge. Okay, force acting on charge due to magnetic field. So first problem, we have to find force on the charge. So it is given that an infinite current carrying wire, okay, carries current of 2 ampere and our charge is located moving charge which moves at a speed of 10 meter per second from 2 meter from the wire at a distance of 2 meter from the straight current carrying wire. Okay, the magnitude of charge is 1 microcoulomb. Clear? Okay, so we have to find force on the charge. So what is the formula for force? So Lorentz force formula, F equal to Q V cross B. Okay, so to remove the cross product, we add Q VB sin theta, where theta is the angle between V and B. So we have to find the angle between V and B. So use right hand thumb rule for this conductor. So my thumb finger in the direction of current, then my curl finger shows the direction of magnetic field. Okay, so my charge is in right side of the conductor, right? My charge is in right side of the conductor. So I have to hold the conductor like this and my four fingers goes right side of the conductor. Okay, so at 1 microcoulomb my four fingers goes inwards. So right side of the conductor my four finger goes inwards. If it is left side of the conductor, then my four fingers come outwards. Okay, so at here I have cross magnetic field because four fingers going inwards, so I get cross magnetic field. Okay, so the angle between V and B, so my V is like this and my B going like this, so angle between these two will be 90 degree. Okay, so this is my magnetic field B and this is my V, so angle between these two will be equal to 90 degree. So if I put sin 90, sin 90 value will be equal to 1, so I get F equal to QVB, F equal to QVB. Clear? So I know the value of Q 1 microcoulomb, I know the value of V 10 meter per second, but I don't know the value of B, magnetic field. So I have to find the magnetic field, then only I can able to find the value of force. So to find the magnetic field, use the formula to find the magnetic field due to straight current carrying infinite wire. So what is the formula? B equal to mu naught by 4 pi I by A. Sorry, 2I by A. So this is the formula to find the magnetic field due to current carrying infinite wire. We can, if we want, we can cancel this value. Okay, mu naught by 4 pi. Here we have 4 pi. So if we cancel this, then we get mu naught by 2 pi I by A. Right? If we cancel it, we can write like this. Okay. If we take mu naught by 4 pi, then we can simply substitute the value of 10 to the power minus 7. Mu naught by 4 pi equal to 10 to the power minus 7. So we can use this formula. It will be easy for us. Okay. So B equal to the value of mu naught by 4 pi will be equal to 10 power minus 7. The value of mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. So 4 pi here is in denominator. So we can directly substitute the value of 10 to the power minus 7. Okay. Into 2, what is the value of current? 2 ampere. So instead of I substitute 2 divided by A means this distance is also 2. Okay, so 2 get cancelled, then my B value will be equal to 2 into 10 power minus 7 Tesla. So now we found the value of P. So from this equation, F equal to What is the value of Q? 1 microcoulomb. So 1 microcoulomb will be equal to 1 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb. Okay. Then V, 10 meter per second. Then B, 2 into 10 power minus 7 Tesla. So what is the final answer? 2 into 10, 20 into 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 7, 10 power minus 13 Newton. So this is the value of a magnetic force. What is the direction of magnetic force? Okay, we have to find the direction of magnetic force. In which direction this charge will move? In which direction this charge will move? To find the direction, we can use any rule, Fleming's left hand rule or right hand palm rule if we want. Okay, so here I use right hand palm rule. In right hand palm rule, my 4 fingers in the direction of magnetic field, my thumb finger in the direction of motion of charge, then my palm shows the direction of magnetic force, right? So what is that? Here I have cross field, right? So my 4 fingers goes inwards the paper. Okay, my 4 finger goes inwards the paper. Clear? 4 fingers goes inwards the paper. My thumb finger shows the direction of motion of charge. So which is my motion? Here 10 meter per second upwards. So this is my thumb finger shows the motion of charge. Then my palm shows the direction of magnetic force. So my palm is showing left hand side direction, okay, towards left side. So this is my direction of force. You try it yourself, you will get the same answer. Okay, so my magnetic force is towards the wire. Magnetic force towards the wire. Clear? Okay, so move on to next problem. So the value is given in Cartesian form. Magnetic field value will be equal to 2I plus 3J plus K, and velocity 3I minus 4J, and charge is 1 microcoulomb. So we have to find the force on this charge. Okay, so substitute force formula, F equal to Q V cross B. We know V value, B value, so we can do cross multiplication. So how to do cross multiplication? You studied in mathematics. If it is a Cartesian form, then we have to multiply like this. Okay, so I vector, J vector, K vector. So we have to write V cross B. Okay, so what is the value of V? In I cap vector I have 3, J vector I have minus 4, K vector I have 0 for V. Okay, for B I vector 2, in J I have 3, K I have 1. Okay, so do this multiplication, take I value. So leave this column and row, then do multiplication, cross multiplication. Okay, so minus 4 into 1, minus 4, 3 into 0, minus 0. Okay, then here I have plus, minus, plus. So minus J. So leave this column and this row. I have 3, 1, 2, 0. So multiply 3 with 1, 3, minus. In formula I have minus. Then 2 into 0, 0. Okay, plus K vector. So in K vector, leave this column and row. 3 into 3, 9, minus 2 into minus 4, minus 8. Already I have minus here, so plus 8. Clear? So solve this. I minus 4 minus j 3 plus k 17. So minus 4i minus 3j plus 17k. So this is my V cross B. Okay, this is my V cross B. So multiply it with Q, I get the final answer. So F equal to Q V cross B. What is my Q? Q is 1 microcoulomb. So I can add 1 into 10 power minus 6 coulomb. Then what is V cross B? Minus 4i minus 3j plus 17k. So this is my final answer. Okay, this is my final answer. Third problem. This question given in 12th metric book. Very interesting problem. A particle of charge Q moves with velocity v along positive y direction. Okay, a particle move along positive y direction with a velocity v in a magnetic field B. Okay, it is moving in a magnetic field. Compute Lorentz force experienced by the particle. So by this question, we comes to know that only moving charge experience Lorentz force. Okay, when a charge move in a magnetic field, it experience Lorentz force. Okay, so totally 3 questions. When magnetic field is along positive y direction, when magnetic field points in positive z direction, when magnetic field in zy plane making an angle theta with velocity of the particle. Okay, so the first question, when magnetic field is along positive y direction. Okay, so this is our xyz plane. So I take y here. So this is my positive y and I take z here, positive z. This is my x. Okay, so these three are mutually perpendicular with each other. So y, z and my x will come like this. Okay, x will come towards our eyesight, right? So mutually create an angle of 90 degree perpendicular with each other. So when magnetic field is along the positive y direction, so what is the direction of my magnetic field along the positive y direction? So I can write B in this direction. Okay, along the positive y direction. So I have to calculate the magnetic force. Okay, so it is already given that a particle of charge Q moves with velocity v along positive y direction. So I can say my charged particle Q also move in the direction of positive y direction. Okay, so the velocity or the motion of charge also in the positive y direction. Clear? So what is the Lorentz force acting on this charge? So according to force formula, I can write F equal to Q V cross B. Okay, so F equal to Q VB sin theta, where theta is the angle between V and B, that means motion of charge and magnetic field. So if you see here, it is already given that my charge Q is moving along positive y direction and my magnetic field is also along the positive y direction. So what is the angle between B and V? 0, right? So if you substitute sine 0, then force is also equal to 0. Okay, force also equal to 0. Clear? Because both are in same direction. So next question, when magnetic field points in the positive z direction. So I take this is y, this is positive z direction, positive x. It is already given that for every problem my particle of charge q moves, okay, particle moves with velocity v along positive y direction. So in all the three cases my particle move in positive y direction. Okay, so here also my particle q move along positive y direction. Clear? For all the three conditions. So when magnetic field in positive z direction, what is the direction of magnetic field? This is my positive z direction. So my magnetic field is in positive z direction. So this is the direction of magnetic field. Okay. So to find the Lorentz force, write the formula F equal to Q V cross B. So Q VB sine, what is the angle between V and B? So it is clearly known that my charge is moving positive y direction, magnetic field is in positive z direction. So the angle between these two axes 90 degree. Okay. So if I substitute sine 90 here, I get F equal to Q. I can take my velocity. Velocity is in J axis. Okay. Positive y axis. So I take J vector. Right. And magnetic field is in z axis, so I can take k vector. Clear? Right? Sine 90. Okay, sorry, here already solved sine 90 value. Sine 90 value will become 1. Okay, so if you solve this, you get Q V B. Sine 90 value will be equal to 1. Then what is the direction of magnetic force? That is also asked. Find the magnitude and direction of Lorentz force. So this is my magnitude of Lorentz force. What is the direction of Lorentz force? So use any rules, right hand palm rule or Fleming's left hand rule. Okay. So if you use right hand palm rule, see my 4 fingers in the direction of magnetic field. Okay, 4 finger in the direction of magnetic field. Thumb finger in the direction of motion of charge. So my thumb finger in the direction of motion of charge. 4 finger in the direction of magnetic field. Thumb finger in the direction of motion of charge. My palm shows the direction of magnetic force. So my palm shows upwards. Okay, in upwards I have x axis. As I said already, this is y axis, z axis, this is x axis. Okay, so my palm also showing upwards. So upwards I have x axis. So I can take x axis as I vector. Right? So x axis as I vector. Clear? So this is my direction. This is my magnitude. Understand? Right. So third one. This is my positive y axis. Positive z. Positive x. As I said already, charge is moving along positive y axis. So this is motion of charge. So it is given that when magnetic field in zy plane making an angle theta with velocity of the particle. Okay. So my magnetic field is in zy plane. Which is zy plane? This region. Okay. Here we have y, z. So this region is known as zy plane. So magnetic field is making an angle theta. We don't know the value of theta. It is not given as 90 degree. Okay, if it is given as 90 degree, then they say the magnetic field in the direction of Z, right? If our angle theta will given as 90 degree, then it is given in the problem that by magnetic field in the direction of positive Z. But it is not given positive Z. It is given, it create an angle of theta with V. Okay, so this is my V. This is my V. And my magnetic field create an angle of theta. So angle theta. Okay, so this is my magnetic field and this is our velocity. So it create an angle of theta, right? So now we have to find the Lorentz force for this condition. Okay, so for that, write the formula F equal to Q V cross B. Okay, so my velocity in positive y-axis, so I can take F equal to Q Vj, positive y-axis, so I take j cap vector. Okay, cross, I have B here, but my B create an angle of theta with V. So whenever B create an angle of theta, then I can solve this by using resolving components. Okay, remember we already solved this by using resolving components. Whenever some angle create theta, so we solve that magnitude with resolving components. We take it as sine theta, cos theta. Horizontal component as cos theta, vertical component as sine theta, right? So here also we solve in same way. So for B, I can take two components. First one is B cos theta, horizontal component. So this horizontal component I take B cos theta. Okay, I can draw here if you want. Horizontal component is taken as B cos theta. So in which vector, in which Cartesian vector? Positive y-axis. So positive y-axis I take j cap vector, right? And vertical component as B sin theta. So what is my position? Positive z direction. So positive z direction I take k cap vector. Clear? So for horizontal component I get cos j. Okay, plus for vertical component I take B cos theta, sorry, sin theta k. Okay, clear? Okay, so F equal to Q. So if we solve this by using vector property, cross vector property, we have Vj and B cos theta j, right? So by using cross vector property, properties of cross vector, our value of j cross j will be equal to 0. Similarly, I cross I will be equal to 0, k cross k will be equal to 0. Okay, so this is the property of cross product. But in case of dot product, we already solved these kinds of numericals in chapter 1. In case of dot product, we have I dot I equal to 1, j dot j equal to 1, similarly k dot k equal to 1. But in case of cross product, so two similar cross product value will be equal to 0. Okay, so if I multiply Vj cross P cos theta j, then I have j. So j cross j will be equal to 0. Okay, so for this term I get value 0. Then Vj B sin k. Vj B sin k. Okay, first I have to multiply this term with B cos theta j. So that value will become equal to 0. Then again I have to multiply Q Vj with B sin theta k. So if I multiply it with B sin theta k, I have Q Vb Okay, QVB sine theta I. So by using the same property, if multiplication of I cross J will be equal to K. I cross J equal to K. Okay. Similarly, J cross K equal to I. Okay. K cross I equal to J. Okay. So can you understand? So J cross K will gives the value of I. So here I put I. Okay. Clear? Or if you want, we can use right hand palm rule. So this is the direction of velocity. This is the direction of magnetic field. Okay, I have magnetic field like this. My palm shows upwards. So upwards I have positive x-axis. For positive x-axis I put I. Okay, we got the same answer. Clear? Okay. Here we have to understand one important concept. That is, we know the formula of magnetic force F equal to Q V cross V. Okay. So this means my force, magnetic force, should be perpendicular to velocity, motion of charge. Similarly, magnetic force should be perpendicular to magnetic field. Okay, clear? All the three things should be mutually perpendicular. So force perpendicular to velocity, force perpendicular to magnetic field. Okay, so if I take force perpendicular to velocity, this is my force, this is my motion of charge. Okay, velocity, this is my force. So perpendicular, it creates an angle of 90 degree. Okay. So to find the work done by magnetic force, work done by the magnetic force. What is the formula for work done? We know work done equal to force into displacement, right? Force into displacement. We know the direction of force. What is the direction of displacement? Direction of displacement. Actually, work done is force dot displacement. We can write force dot displacement. So work done is dot product, force dot displacement. Okay. So what is the direction of displacement here? This is the direction of velocity. So in this direction, we have direction of displacement, right? Because we know change in displacement will be equal to velocity. So if this is the direction of velocity, then this should be the direction of displacement. Okay, charge displaced from this direction, from here to there. Okay, so in the same positive x-axis, if you take this is positive x-axis, so my charge is also moving from 0 to positive x-axis, towards positive x-axis. So I take this is my displacement, right? Clear? So where is the velocity? There is the displacement. Okay. So W equal to remove the dot product, we add cos theta F ds cos theta. So what is theta here? Theta is nothing but force, angle between force and displacement. So what is the angle between force and displacement? 90 degree, right? So I can write W equal to F ds cos 90. This value will be equal to 0 because we know cos 90 equal to 0. Cos 0 1, cos 90 is 0. So I get work done equal to 0. So what is the conclusion here? What is the conclusion? Work done by magnetic force on a moving charge is always 0. That is work done by a magnetic force on a moving charge is always 0. So this is our conclusion. Okay. So if work done is 0, by using work energy theorem, which we already studied in 11th standard, work energy theorem, so what is work energy theorem, guys? That is work equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, remember this equation we studied in 11th standard. Work will be equal to change in kinetic energy, right? So by this equation we have work equal to 0. Okay, if you substitute 0 here, I get change in kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So what is change in kinetic energy here? That is nothing but kinetic energy initial minus kinetic energy final. This is change in kinetic energy, right? Or I can take kinetic energy final, kinetic energy initial, whatever. Okay, so this is change in kinetic energy, right? So if this minus Ke goes that side, I get Ke initial will be equal to Ke final. So what is the formula for kinetic energy? As we know already, half mv square. So half mvi square, initial velocity, okay, equal to half mv f square, final velocity. Okay, so half into m get cancelled. I get vi square equal to vf square, which is equal to vi equal to vf. What does that mean? Vi equal to vf. So what is mean by this? Our final velocity as well as initial velocity in magnetic field will be always equal. If a charge move in magnetic field, the initial velocity of that charge, moving charge, will be equal to final velocity of that moving charge. Okay, so both should be equal. So by this we can say velocity remains constant in magnetic field of moving charge. Velocity remains constant. To understand this, we solve one small numerical. When electron enters in magnetic field, when electron enter in magnetic field, then its speed, sorry, okay, when electron enter in magnetic field, then its speed. So we have four options. Option A, V equal to U, where Y is greater than 0. Option B, V equal to U, Y is less than 0. Option C, V greater than U, Y less than 0, greater than 0. Option D, U greater than V, Y less than 0. So we have four options. Okay, when electron enter in magnetic field, then its speed. Okay, for example, we have cross magnetic field. We have cross magnetic field which is going inside the plane of the paper. So when electron enter into this region, what is my speed? Okay, so if I take, this is my speed, that is, this is my initial speed. Okay, this is my initial speed. So by using right hand palm rule or Fleming's left hand rule, what is my direction of force? This is the direction of force coming like this, because this is negative charge. If it is positive charge, then I have upwards. You try it yourself by using right hand palm rule or left hand Fleming's rule. If it is positive charge, it goes up here. Okay, since it is negative charge, so this is my direction of force. Okay, this is my direction of force. Clear? See, my 4 fingers going inwards, thumb finger going left side. So this is the direction of velocity, and this is the direction of magnetic field. My palm shows in the direction of upwards in case of positive charge. In case of positive charge. So if it is positive charge, then I have force here. Since it is negative charge, I have force here. Okay. So what is the velocity? We have 4 options. V equal to U, Y greater than 0. V equal to U, Y less than 0. V greater than U, U greater than V. So which one will be correct? If you see here, as I said already, our initial speed should be equal to final speed. So our initial speed should be equal to final speed. So I have 2 options, A and B. Among these 2, which one is correct? Y greater than 0 or Y less than 0? Since I get force in negative y-axis, okay, force is the moment of charge, that is the Lorentz force acting on the charge in negative y-axis. So y value should be less than 0, then only I get a negative y. Okay, so option B is correct. So from this, the conclusion is the velocity in magnetic field should be equal in all places. Initial velocity as well as final velocity should be equal. Okay, so this is all about today's class. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Okay, make clear notes and study daily. Okay, give some consistent effort, then only you can get good marks. Okay, so I will meet you in next video. Thank you for your cooperation. So post all your notes in the group. Okay, don't forget that. Thank you.